Peter Pan. This is a 1953 Disney animated film, and the plot is, come on, how can you not know the Peter Pan story if you've seen it so many times or read it so many times? We see three kids, Wendy, John, and Michael. Wendy is the oldest, and she tells the stories of Peter Pan and Captain Hook because she knows the stories and all heard about them by Peter Pan himself. And of course, John and Michael reacting to the story. And of course, it's not till one night that their father, George Darling, is going to tell Wendy that she needs to grow up. She needs to get out of the nursery, get her own room, and start becoming a young adult, become a woman. It's not till one night that Peter Pan came to the room after he gained his shadow back. He asked them to come along to Neverland so they can stay there and have fun all the time, and they don't have to grow up. They can stay there and be young child themselves. But it's not till they had been encountered by Peter Pan's arch nemesis, Captain Hook themselves. What do I think of Peter Pan is... I really like this movie. I do. It's one of those films I remembered as a kid. I used to watch this all the time on VHS. Every time I watch it, I play it again and again and again. I'm very curious to see how the live action does. It's coming out this year, which I am reviewing the Peter Pan movies. Up to Peter Pan and Wendy is coming out on Disney Plus next month. So I thought, why don't you do the Peter Pan movie reviews? All the Peter Pan films, if it's Disney or non-Disney ones, because I know there's non-Disney movies out there. So the animation itself, it's hand-drawn. It's made back in 1953, so the animation is kind of a little bit dated, but I think for the most part, it still holds up in a certain degree, because if it's computer-generated, it would have been out of date, but the hand-drawn is still well done. It's still beautiful to look at. It's more beautiful to look at. There's certain stuff, the imagery and the Neverland itself is beautiful. Characters, I will say, for the most part, Wendy is an interesting character. She's the oldest in the Darling family. Basically, she's like I said, she's a storyteller. She just loves hearing the stories of Peter Pan and Captain Hook, and she loves meeting them. And of course, she came in shadow. And of course, she almost kissed Peter, but Tinkerbell stopped her because we all know Tinkerbell has a crush on Peter Pan, which, can you blame them for loving Peter Pan? But Peter Pan himself, he's one of those characters. He's just fun, lighthearted, but yeah, he's very endearing character, a heroic figure. And of course, we come across to Captain Hook. He just acts like a child in the way he reacts to certain stuff, especially the one scene in the Skull Cave, or Cave of Skull, I think it's called, whatever it's called in Neverland, when Peter Pan and Hook battle each other. It's just so great, but yet still enjoyable, especially when he does that voice personation of him, especially tricking Captain Hook's right-hand man, Mr. Smee, who is completely oblivious on what is going on, why he's hearing two Captain Hooks give him orders like, take Tiggly back to the Indian village, or no, keep her in the water and let her drown. So bizarre and so immature for the most part. To say, Mr. Smee, he's a kind of a douchebag for the most part. I'm not really a big fan of that character. He's just very goofy and very, he does help his captain out because he's such a little bitch. For the most part, when he gets chased by a crocodile, TikTok the crocodile, every time he's chasing and Hook is screaming. Let's just say this now. Captain Hook, let's talk about Captain Hook himself. Captain Hook, he's one of those Disney villains that he is scary and intimidating, but yet he's still a big wuss when it comes to seeing TikTok, and because Peter Pan cut off his hand, and that's why he's got the hook, and he's got PTSD when he hears that ticking noise. It was dun 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 dun. The crocodile itself has a characterization. He has a personality. He's doing this on his stomach and he wants to eat Captain Hook. It's just hilarious, but yet it's so satisfying. And the theme song's really good. For them, and of course, Wendy's brothers, John and Michael, they're really reasonable. John is more like, even though Wendy's very overprotected by them, they're both fine characters, and not much to them. They're just there, except for Wendy. Even though her character grows when she's realizing that she's staying in Neverland, it's gonna make her feel like regretting. Same goes to John and Michael. They realize that if we stay in Neverland, we're never gonna see our parents again, or see their mums and dads, because that's going to be heartbreaking for them. And also, after Wendy sang a lullaby to Michael when he goes to bed in the Lost Boys treehouse where Peter Pan and the Lost Boys live, which the Lost Boys themselves, the Lost Boys, they're really funny and goofy, but yet they still have some fun elements to them, especially with John and Michael go and find some Indians, or going there singing Following the Leader, which is a song. It's a really catchy song. Every time I sing that, I just sing dee-dum, diddy, diddly da da da, didum, diddy. It's just so catchy. Which I will admit, some of the Neverland stuff is very whimsical, but yet very endearing, especially with the mermaids. Which, funny thing is, Peter sees them, but come on, Peter, do you not really have a crush on these mermaids yet? Come on. You're kind of like a young teenager, a young boy, but yet you see these mermaids and you don't find them that attractive. The Indians, like Tiger Lily, are there after Peter saves her. Of course, you have that dance scene, which by itself now, watching that movie today, society, the Red Indians, because they're Redskins, they're actually very PC now. It's political correctness. It's wrong. It's wrong. But yet, I can understand why they did it. But at the same time, looking back on it, it's wrong back then and it's wrong now. Especially the song Red Man Men or something it's called. I can't remember. Comment down below what the song's called. But it's very now offensive. Because now this is back in the days where Disney just put things in there that unexpected to throw in. Got stuff with the pirates where Peter Grant fights Captain Hook and pirates is enjoyable. The animation again is still great as usual. Music, I always say the music and the songs, like I said, are really catchy. Like I said, the Red Man song and Follow the Leader song, but not only that, still really good songs, but especially the opening song, the Second Star to the Right, which is a song which is basically the song for Peter Pan all the time. I would say I enjoy Peter Pan. I think it's still a great film. Yes, minus the Indian stuff, which now today is very PC now. Political correctness, it is wrong now. It's wrong back then. But I still like the movie. I still enjoy it. I still have fun with it. It's still enjoyable. It's a fun time. I watch it now and again, Disney Plus. I still like the movie. I'm looking forward to seeing more of these Peter Pan reviews I'm going to do. I cannot wait for this. So my rating for Peter Pan is worth buying on Blu-ray. It is worth buying on Blu-ray. It's a great fun movie. And of course, guys, comment down below, what do you think of Peter Pan? Do you love it? Do you like it? Do you think it's okay, or do you hate it? And of course, let me know if you're excited for Peter Pan and Wendy, or are you optimistic, or are you dreading it? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm really curious to know what's your thoughts on this. Anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe. See ya!